For a century, the guest experience started at a very specific line. You walked through these heavy brass doors, stepped into a brightly lit lobby, and were greeted by a warm smile. But that definition has fractured. The concept of a stay no longer begins at the property line or the check-in desk. Long before you pull a suitcase out of the closet, your trip initiates in the digital ether. It flows through data streams and glows on mobile screens across the globe. We still expect the physical hallmarks of the past, the plated meals and the immaculate rooms. But those tangible elements are now preceded by a massive, invisible digital infrastructure. This shift creates a difficult challenge for the modern hotel. How does an industry built on physical, human warmth adapt to a reality governed by codes, clicks, and algorithms? The modern guest timeline starts with the discovery phase. This is where a traveler's desire for a specific destination is first manufactured. Digital marketing constructs that path. Disparate traffic sources, search queries, paid ads, and travel blogs converge into a single booking pipeline. Add social media, and the network explodes. A shared video reel splits that lone path into thousands of new booking opportunities. A perfectly framed dish or a video of a sunset travels the world in seconds. High-impact visual media captures immediate attention and creates demand at a scale traditional ads simply cannot reach. Yet this reach comes with a high degree of fragility. Because the system is built on public perception, a single negative review or a harsh comment can ripple through the network and drive potential guests toward a competitor before they ever click book. Through this digital lure, guests are evaluating and choosing properties from miles away. They make deep emotional and financial commitments based entirely on pixels, long before they arrive. Once that commitment is made and the booking is confirmed, the hotel's internal systems take over for the processing phase. Artificial intelligence steps in as a silent observer. Chaotic data points, clicks, browsing habits, and past choices are pulled together to form a cohesive guest profile. This silhouette expands into a predictive dashboard, tracking specific variables, preferred room temperature, morning view, and likely meal choices. By reading these patterns, the hotel can anticipate your needs and quietly arrange solutions before you even have to ask for them. The true advantage here is volume. AI performs this level of hyper-customization for thousands of incoming guests simultaneously, operating 24 hours a day without the risk of human fatigue. The end result is a detailed, personalized blueprint. The machine has mapped out the stay, fully preparing the physical environment for your arrival. Eventually, the digital timeline reaches its conclusion. The travel day arrives, the bags are unpacked, and the digital blueprint finally collides with physical reality. But a flawless predictive blueprint has a hard limit. No matter how much data is processed, an algorithm cannot generate authentic warmth. We can see this in this hierarchy visualization. AI and data form a rigid base foundation. Their role is to guide choices and optimize the structural setup of the stay, leaving the top tier empty. Meanwhile, marketing and social media act as megaphones. They pulse outwards, broadcasting the experience, yet they still cannot fill that top tier. These technological tools are merely planting seeds. They make a promise to the traveler, but they cannot fulfill the core promise of hospitality without help. The authentic human touch of care is what finally bridges the gap. It is the element that makes all those digital promises feel true once the guest is actually standing in the room. Contemporary hospitality is a hybrid of two worlds. It relies on data-driven digital infrastructure to bring guests to the door, but it is ultimately anchored by the timeless, irreplaceable touch of human connection.